ด้วยรูปผมเด็กนะเปิดอ่านรูปผมเด็ก
เธอก็รีบเกินเธอก็รีบเกินอันนี้มันให้คลิกซ้ายอันนี้ให้คลิกซ้ายอันนี้มันให้เอาแว่นอุ้ยอันนี้มันให้เอาแว่นดูเลขเอาแว่นดูตัวเลขใช่เอาแว่นดูตัวเลข
แมปผีจริงด้วย
แล้วหนูก็ต้องเรียงสีให้ถูกด้วยเรียงสีตรงนี้ให้ถูกด้วยหนูต้องเรียงสีด้วยหนูดูสีหนูคิดว่าเลขอะไรหนูคิดว่าเลขอะไร4 ตัวฮะว่า
แว่นขยายหนูมันปิวไปในนู่นแล้วอะ
นี่ไงเอาอันใหม่ก็ได้เนี่ยอันใหม่ก็มีหนูต้องเรียงสีให้มันถูกสีไหนอันดับสีไหนอันนั้นอันแรกสีไหนอันดับ2เรียงให้มันถูกรู้รหัสยังคุณชนนรู้รหัสยัง
จำได้ว่า1-0
Hello, please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit.
เราดู
Oh, except you, Toma.
เราดูเด็กไอคิวสูง
รหัสเดี๋ยว
You must be new here.
คุณชนนกดละ
Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules...
เดี๋ยวทีนี้หนูก็เดินไปกลับไปทางเก่าดูกลับไปทางเก่ากลับไปทางเก่า
My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers for your kind perusal.
อันนี้มันให้
Take your
ให้หลบ
time.
ปลากลัวให้อัน
No
นี้
rush or
ให้ปลากลัว
anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about
อันนี้
that.
ให้ปลากลัว
กลัวมาถึงอะไร
ปลากลัวหมายถึงกระโดดข้ามสิ่งกีดขวาง
Okay, your papers are all in
อัน
order.
นี้ห้ามโดนสีแด
Welcome
ง
to
อันนี้ห้าม
retail.
โดนสีแดงอันนี้หนูต้องตามพี่นะอันนี้หนูต้องตามพี่
So, where do we go next?
อันนี้หนูตามพี่มาเดี๋ยวพี่พา
The
ไป
Outlander
ผมจำไม่
Affairs
ได้ว่าแมป
Agency.
ที่
อัน
ผ
นี้
ม
ตา
อ่าม น
พี่
เล่
อั
น
นนี้ตาม
คือ
พี่
แม
อั
ป
นนี้
ตุ๊
ตาก มพี่
ตา
ตามพี่
They only check
Well,
entry
we-
permits
ปลา
here.
กลัวด้วยเหรอ
If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
ผมยังไม่เห็นได้เลยว่ามันมีแบบปลากลัวด้วย
So it is super strict.
หนูตาม
Just
พี่
like
มาหนู
everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in
OBP
force.
ไหม
Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider
อันนี้
settlement.
หนูต้องบวกลบคูณหารให้เป็น
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the
อันนี้คุณ
Outlander
ชนน
Affairs
แก้ได้
Agency.
ปะคุณชนนแก้ได้ไหม
Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the
บว
Kanjo
กลบคูณ
Commission.
หารให้เป็นพี่จะดูดีว่าเด็กอัจฉริยะอย่างส้มตำจะแก้ได้ปะ
Yes, one branch of the Tri Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing
คุณ
and
ชนน
managing
จำ
the
ไว้นั่นได้
nation's
ไหม
wealth.
จำไอ้แมปโรบอก
You
ที่เรา
really
เล่นกัน
haven't
ตอน
heard
นั้น
of it before?
ที่เราเล่นเดอะแบ็กรูมกันอ่ะแล้วไปโง่ตอนไอ้ที่กดคอมพิวเตอร์สีอ่ะรูปสีอ่ะจำได้ปะน้องคนนี้เขาแก้ได้อ่ะ น้องคนนี้เขาแก้ได้อ่ะผมก็เลยคิดว่าเขาต้องเป็นอัจฉริยะแน่นอน เพราะพวกเรานี่เล่นจนปวดหัวไอ้แบบนั้นนะ ก็เลยอยากจะทดสอบไงว่าน้องเขาเก่งขนาดไหน หนูไม่ต้องไปดูที่อื่นเลยหนูดูแค่นี้พอหนูดูแค่นี้พอ ไม่ต้องไปดูที่อื่นเลย
อาร์ตแชร์จอน้องแชร์จอน้อง
ไม่เอาเดี๋ยวมีคนใบ้ให้น้องเขาแก้เองเขาแก้แมปโรบอกได้เขาก็ต้องแก้อันนี้ได้ เพราะว่าอันนั้นยากอันนั้นยากกว่าอันนี้
แย่หวานไม่แค่นี้ยังไม่แชร์จอให้ดูอ่ะแต่หวานไม่อาร์ตทำเงี้ย
อ่ะให้พี่ใบ้ไหมให้พี่ไหมให้พี่ไหม
You've
Sometimes
completed the
maybe
entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for
Sometimes.
residency, both of you?
ให้พี่ใบ้ไหมพี่ถามพูดใหม่ดิ
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
แต่ถ้าพี่ใบ้ให้อ่ะหนูจะรู้ทันทีเลย จะให้ใบ้ไหม
นั้นมึงก็บอกเลย
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total.
ไม่ต้อง
Don't
ใบ้ใช่ไหม
worry, you can trust my
อ่ะ
math.
ใช้ความถ้าไม่ให้พี่ใบ้หนูก็ใช้ความเป็นอัจฉริยะของหนูอ่ะแก้ปัญหาเอง
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you
อัจฉริยะเกิน
recognize.
ร้อยอย่างน้อยถ้า
Ah,
ถ้าหนู
Mr.
มี
Toma,
IQ เกิน
it's
ร้อย
you.
เกิน100
By
หนู
way of
ต้องแก้
courtesy,
ไม่ได้อยู่แล้ว
allow me to reduce
เอา
it
เหี้ยอะไรกับ
to
เด็กวะ
400.
Thank you, but as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle.
เอาเขาจะแย่งบาปกับ
ให้ใบ้ยังให้ใบ้ยัง
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
AIN
พูดตื่น
ไอ้หยาดแฟนเก่ากูตั้งชื่อเฟซเดียวกับไอ้อะ ไอ้เปลี่ยนเหรอวะตอนแรกมันเป็นอันนี้ป่าววะมึง
จริงๆพี่แล้วจริงๆผมไม่ใช่ใครหรอก
Down to
พี่
600? There's
Man,
something
you
seriously
own
wrong with
diary.
people's sense of finance around here.
เขาภูมิใจอะ
It's not as
พี่
mind-boggling
เฉลย
as
แล้ว
you
พี่เฉล
think.
ยแล้ว
Processing
No,
fee
no,
is
Nan,
just a
Nan,
figure of
Nan.
speech.
กูเล่น
The way some here at the agency see it, the fees
อ่ะ
are
โน้ต
easy money,
อ่านบทล
so
ง
it
โทษที่
becomes a
พี่ก่อน
question
อ่าน
of
บท
how
ลงโทษ
much
ที่
they
พี่ก่อ
can
น
make.
พี่ส่งบทลงโทษไปละ
หน้ามันต้องทำอะไร
So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for
หนู
residency,
ทำอะไรเนี่ย
Milk them for all they're worth.
หนูทำอะไรเนี่ย
exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really, yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
นี่
So it's a
วิธี
trade
การคิดเลขตรงนี้นะ
association
ให้หนู
built by
เริ่ม
and
ต้นจาก
for
เลข5ก่อน
Outlanders?
ถ้าหนูจะหาตัว A
Yep.
ใช่ไหมหนูก็
And
แค่
as
เอา
well
5
as
ชี้ลูก
advancing
ศรไป
commercial
ที่ B
interests, the association
เขียนว่าบวก
provides
เท่าไหร่
help, support,
หนู
and
ก็เอา
structure
5
for
ไปบวก
outlanders trying to
แล้วหนูก็
survive
จะ
in
ได้เป็นเลข
retail.
7 B ก็คือเลข 7
Essentially,
แล้ว
it's an
มันก็ชี้ลูกศ
association
รไปที่
devoted to
A
both
What's the
commercial
point?
excellence
7
and
7
survival
บวกลบ
skills.
3ก็เท่ากับ 7 มันโดนลบไป 3 7 มันจะเหลือเท่าไหร่ อันนั้นก็คือ A เข้าใจยัง
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when
ให้
you're
ห
an
นู
Outlander in
ให้หนูเริ่มจากเลข
Inazuma.
5 เลข 5 คือจุ
I
ดเริ่มต้น
see.
แล้วหนูก็จะ
So
รู้ว่า
this
A
is
B
the real
C D
purpose of
อะ
your
คือเลข
trip.
อะไร
A B C
Yes,
D
given that you are outlanders,
Just
it's
hit the
certainly
yang
a
wa.
lofty aspiration.
ก็หนูเอา
After
5
all,
วิ่งไป
the
หา
Raiden
B
Shogun is the most
เลข
exalted
5
and
ก็จะกลายเป็น
revered
เลข
one in
7
all of
ก็แสดงว่า
Inazuma.
B คือเลข
She
7
is a
ถ้าหนู
deity
เอา
who
7
may...
อ่ะ คือ B อ่ะวิ่งไปหาเลข A
I was
มันล
going
บ
to say
3
nothing is
7
set
ก็
in
โดนลบ
stone
ไป
when
3
it
ก็เท่า
comes
กับ
to who
A
you
คื
will
อ
encounter in
4
this
ก็
world.
เท่ากับ
Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a...
really? Wow, the riddle fixed.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal. Connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too.
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you...
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend
พอ
of
แบบนี้
mine.
มันออกกล้องไม่
Go
ได้
talk to
แย่
him.
จัง
I'll wait for you here.
เว้ยไปที่สมาคมการค้าสมาคมการค้านั่นเหรอ
Ores and jewelry from Liyue. You can't find a better deal anywhere else.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the international. Ah, good. That's a.
We heard the association has been having some
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity. But in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything.
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate. Unbelievable. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes
Crystal Marrow.
something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
ทุกคนนอน
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle, the consequence of which is... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be... Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do? But Carisu's the head of the association.
Right. And besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other...
That vendor... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it. We're on the case.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? Haha, very funny. Real fixers don't need to refer to themselves that way. I wasn't born yesterday, you know. So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret, got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
Yeah, ผู้มีอิทธิพลก็คือทวัตเหรอ
That was quick. You were.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
Oh? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Huh. What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time...
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found...
ใช้ผมเนี่ยกับเป็น messenger เลยไปนู่นไปนี่
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt. Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was the scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown, the home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a... Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the wave. Xiao lanterns.
This guy has a really active imagination.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart. You mean, often I'll sneak down to the shore at night, and I've run into folks from the association more than a few times. Don't you
Well, no.
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely, so I caved. All right. I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating...
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my...
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price.
It's plain
I'm their puppet, yes. Evidence. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him as it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago.
Really? Well, then there's no time.
Take this!
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Love or freedom? Which one should I choose?
If you want to taste Mondstadt's great wines, then look no further than Sailing Breeze.
Ah, Ryoko.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into li-
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little! Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye.
Was it there?
If only we'd made less noise.
Should I close early? It's not.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him! Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
Sorry. I need to think about
Too close! That's too close! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little! If you want to taste Mondstadt's great wine.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line. What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look? Whoa, it's boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here. Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well,
I'll say goodbye to you.
huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us!
Well, you see,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends—
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's...
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. He's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Toma? What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Yeah!
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time? So, the Yashiro Commission.
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was, I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree... That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading. Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
แล้วก็อาบน้ำเล่นเกม
Thomas
ตา
sure
มันยัง
didn't
ไหลอีก
put
เพ
up
ราะอะไร
much of
วะ
a fight.
มันดึกเหรอหรือว่ามันแสงจ้าวะเนี่ย
Well, my work on Rito is done.
เปิดแล้ว7
So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
ไม่ขับรถตอนเช้าแล้วโคตรหนาวเลย
Thomas not such a bad guy, huh? We should get... Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about... Wait, so... Did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing. As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the...
จดหมายไปโรงประชา
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
เนี่ยโชกุนหน้าสายฟ้า
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
ไปด้วยกัน
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
มองแบบตั้งแต่ตัวละครพูดแล้วก็อ่านใช้สายตาในการ
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi
ตอบ
clan.
ง่าย
Nice
มาก
to meet you, sir.
เพิ่งมา
So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance. Let's not limit this to business
ละ
only.
ครพูดเสร็จปุ๊บเราอ่านได้
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
เราอ่านซับไทย
Absolutely.
อ่ะ
How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the overlord of the vortex back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Whoa, you heard about that too? Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all. Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Genshin, a flower.
Yep, we've picked a few.
Yes, bring me 300 Genshin, would you? Freshly.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? Then how about this?
That sounds much.
709 letters to be precise.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Halt, you two!
Huh? What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see. So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on? Something behind Paimon's back.
ไอมอนงอน
Let's ask her tonight.
เวลา ไม่ครับก็สเตลอีกแล้วปะเนี่ย
You finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is technically the second time we have met.
ชื่อ
It's a
ยาวดิ
pleasure.
ชื่อตัวละครในเกม
She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on reach.
Oh, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, to be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first. We don't have much. Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border.
ตอนแรกเปลี่ยนที่เท่าเทียมเราต้องไปส่งจดหมายส่วนเจ้าหญิงก็เตรียมหนีเรานี่เข้าบ้านคนอื่นได้เลย
hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the...
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort the ship...
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right,
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
Now, need I... Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee...
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once.
Yes, my lady.
Bye.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it.
That tingle?
อย่าไป
Take this! Freeze!
Power that ended Python!
You're open! Lightning slash! You're open!
That tingle?
ทำไม ไปไม่ได้อีก
Freeze! That tingle?
No one escapes my sight!
You're open! Thunderclap!
That tingle? Picked the wrong test so carelessly. Have a little taste.
ไม่ไปอ่ะ
Let's get down to
Another
business.
test subject.
นี่อันนี้ตีกู
Monster sighted. Prepare to counterattack. Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
ตอบเนี่ย
Go, go, big... No escape!
Lightning flash! To the fairy!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Watch out! More monsters inbound! Lady Hiragi, stay close. See no more! How's this?
สายฟ้ามันไม่ค่อยได้ผล
There's more! There's
No one escapes my sight!
You're open! You're open! Take this! Following thunder!
To ashes!
You're open! Fall before me!
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel
My lady?
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
What? No, I was just...
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you...
But what will happen if your actions here are discovered?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food, or something to that effect.
Huh. Paimon never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
We're finally on our own way again. I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori's tea house!
Lightning flash! Yeah! This is not the end.
Let's dance. Come on, we can do it.
Lightning flash!
Nice. I'm starting to lose count.
going?
หมู่บ้านนี่
Lightning flash!
Let's dance. Get him.
What? Yeah.
Here! Yeah. What? Yeah. Lightning flash! Here! Thunderclap! Yeah.
No one escapes my sight. Not so hard.
Lightning flash! Take this!
Time for some training? Fourth, my blade. Here!
Go, Barbara!
A touch of frost. Spirit blade. Attack! But have that. One with my blade. Lightning flash!
Let the show begin.
A touch of frost. Take this! From whence you came! Lightning flash! Is this an answer from this world?
Let's dance.
Fourth, my blade. Submit for judgment. There is no purer form of water than rain. It can aid us greatly in the purging of evil. A touch of frost. Take this! Thunderclap! Yeah! Yeah! Is this an answer from this world?
this an answer from this world? Take this! Lightning flash!
to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by...
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the... In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like it. Well, now that we're here, where's Toma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere.
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Ah, now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
All right. I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister!
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun, but in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. So you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Delicious tea. The books were more interesting in the past.
My apologies. Komore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter.
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into the statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree.
เพิ่งได้อ่านนะผู้ทำวีรกรรมมาเยอะมากอันทำกันก็รู้สึกว่าไปนอนพักที่อ่านที่ถึงเสียครับจะฟาร์มดันอัพของไม่เดี๋ยวผมช่วยหมอกสีชมพูเป็นซากุระใช้ไฟฟ้าเพื่อเก็บพักอ๋อ
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, oh, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss...
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you then the ambitions of these people are strong. All right, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Let it rain.
Swift and merciful. Is this an answer from this world? One with my blade. Take this! From whence you came! A touch of frost. Lightning flash!
I'll protect us.
To the fairy. Forth, my blade.
No escape.
Spirit blade. Attack. Take this. I'll keep this close. Lightning flash! It's my lucky day! Let's get down to business. One more opponent. Swift and merciful.
Let me try my blade.
sounding thunder, evil must cower in fear. A touch of frost.
I heard you. Where are you? Huh. Bet you can't keep up with me. I'll race you there. I won't let you down. The insolent shall be punished. I'll race you there.
Swift and merciful.
Okay. Let's get down to business. How's this? Boom!
That's cheating. That's cheating. You'll pay for that.
แต่ไม่น่าหมด
Go, Barbara, go!
One with my blade.
like it. I'll race you there.
เล่นได้แค่4 วันมาถึง3 ปีให้ผมอ่านในเรื่องแต่ก็ยังไม่ยาวไม่นอนกันเหรอครับ
I feel like running.
ฉันก็ต้องรู้ด้วยตัวเองเพราะไม่มีใครสปอย มันต้องใช้เรือเดินเรือซะส่วนใหญ่สิมันเป็นประเทศอิรัสมาเวอร์ชันแบบมันไม่ใช่เกาะมันไม่ใช่ประเทศเดียวมันแบ่งเป็นเกาะหลายเกาะด้วยจริงชื่อด้านหลังก็ดูกันนะครับนอนแล้วครับผมกล่าวว่ามาเปิดประเทศแล้วก็ทำเควสอีกสักหน่อยก็เดี๋ยวคุณต้องนอนแล้วเราถึงมากผมเปิดแมปแบบเรื่องเร็วไม่ค่อยตัดของก็คือตีมอนไม่ค่อยตายเดี๋ยวเอาหน้าก็ไล่มาของอยู่ดีเป็นเรื่องแต่ AR กับเรื่องตัวละคร40 กับ 50เลยผมก็หาของไปนอน
you